Nigeria is a crime scene, a criminal enterprise. I bring greetings to you all, wherever you are listening to my voice across the world. Today is 23rd August, 2021. Tonight's broadcast will be a shocker and a mind-blowing to you. My name is Obinna Omenokwa, a Biafran activist, a strong supporter of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu IPOB agitation and quest for restoration of Biafra Republic. This broadcast is for those who are concerned about the carnage, killings, human rights violations, brutality, impunity, and terrorist activities in Nigeria. This broadcast is for you, Biafrans, for one Nigerianist, for the United States, United Kingdom, EU, UN, and all the hosts of international communities. I will be speaking on Nigeria is a crime scene, a criminal enterprise. Yes, hear me loud. Nigeria is a crime scene. You may have heard this statement in the past few days or few weeks, but tonight I will put it in perspective and I will prove to you that Nigeria is a crime scene, a criminal enterprise, and Nigeria must be cordoned and disintegrated to save lives. All the military coups in Nigeria, from the January 1966 coup to the November 1993 coups, they are all crime scene. All the three tiers of government in Nigeria, the executive arm, legislature, and the judiciary are crime scenes. All the government institutions, ministries, agencies, parastatals, commissions are crime scenes. All the 36 states of the Federation, the Federal Capital Territory, 774 local government councils, political parties, political jobbers, and so-called elites, the intellectuals, are crime scenes. Most media houses, traditional rulers, most religion houses, churches, mosques are crime scenes. You may be pondering, why is Nigeria a crime scene? Why is Nigeria a criminal enterprise? Why is Nigeria a dangerous country to live on earth? Why is Nigeria a colonial experimental error ever made in the history of colonization by the British? Why Nigeria is a country on a suicide mission? Why Nigeria will never work? Not today, not tomorrow, or any other day. Why Nigeria should no longer be allowed to exist in the next second, next minute, next hour, or by end of 2021. Hear me and hear me loud. One Nigeria is a fraud. It's a crime scene. I have taken my time to compile some of the evidences to justify my assertion on why Nigeria is a crime scene and a criminal enterprise. Nigeria is a fraud. By the time I finish this broadcast, everyone supporting one Nigeria will be ashamed. You will disown Nigeria. You will become a voracious agitator and fight to disintegrate Nigeria more than Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, more than any other freedom fighter in Nigeria. By the time I've finished, the whole world will use this evidence and other evidences out there to convict Nigerian state and free all the ethnic nationalities entrapped in this dungeon. I will share with you 5 reasons Nigeria is a crime scene, a criminal enterprise. and a breeding ground for crime against humanity. Number one reason Nigeria is a crime scene and a criminal enterprise is terrorism. Hear me. Nigeria is a home for breeding different types of dangerous terrorist organizations. Nigeria is now the headquarters and a safe haven for terrorist organizations. Nigeria has become a magnet and a solenoid under Muhammadu Buhari terrorist regime. I'm going to give you perspective tonight. According to the Global Terrorism Index 2020, Nigeria is ranked third on countries most affected by terrorism. In February 2021, according to Statista, in a publication by Simona Varela, Nigeria recorded the second highest number of people who died in terrorist attacks worldwide after Afghanistan. So it means Afghanistan is ranked number 1, Nigeria number 2, and Somalia number 3 on countries with the largest number of terror-related deaths. I don't know if this shock you or not. I will share with you 4 dangerous terrorist groups in Nigeria and their record till date. First terrorist organization is Boko Haram. Boko Haram emerged in 2002 in Maiduguri. According to the UN Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs, in a decade, more than 30,000 people have been killed and nearly 3 million people displaced by Boko Haram's terror activities in Nigeria. Yes, that's the record. Again, in a survey published by Statista on July the 1st, 2021, over 796 civilians have been killed between February 2020 to June 2021 in Boko Haram's attacks in Nigeria. Boko Haram is an affiliate of the Islamic State and the deadliest terrorist group in Nigeria, according to Statista. Second terrorist organization is Islamic State West African Province, ISWAP. United Nations Security Council on 23rd February 2020, in paragraphs 2 and 4 of resolution number 2368 2017, listed ISWAP as being associated with Islamic State in Iraq and the Levant, or Al-Qaeda, for participating in the financing, planning, facilitating, preparing, or perpetrating of acts or activities with Islamic State in Iraq and the Levant. ISWAP have launched a series of successful attacks, killing civilians in hundreds, and several attacks against Nigerian military locations. They have captured some part of Borno, Yobe State, rendered communities useless. They have also kidnapped many villagers, ransoms paid by family members and government to release them, and all other forms of attacks on the Nigerian people by Boko Haram. Third terrorist organization is Fulani Terror Herdsmen. Fulani Terror Herdsmen, also known as jihadist Fulani Herdsmen, they are the foot soldiers of Mieti Allah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria, called MACBAN. Listen to me. Global Terrorism Index named Nigerian Fulani militants, aka Mieti Allah, the 4th deadliest terror group in the world. Yes, number 4. Fulani terror herdsmen have murdered over 7,400 Christians between 2015 and 2020. In 2021 alone, they have killed over 1,000 civilians, displaced thousands of indigenous people in their communities, and took over their land across Nigeria whilst protected by the Nigerian military and police. Recently, over 68 communities have been taken over in Plateau State. More than 2,000 indigenous Plateau people have been killed only from July to August 2021. Over 1 million people have been killed in Plateau alone since 2001 till date. Fulani terrorists have been annihilating people systematically to take over the ancestral land with the collusion of the Nigerian security agencies, especially the military and the Air Force. Miyetti Yala, as the umbrella body of Fulani terrorists, are directly responsible for all the terror attacks, killings of indigenous people in Nigeria. Do not take my word for it. I repeat, do not take my word for it. They, Fulani Miyetti Yala, have come out to claim responsibility of these killings and ransacking of communities. Nigeria government have not arrested or questioned or even brought them to justice because the presidency is part of the agenda to hand over Nigeria to Fulani Islamic Caliphate. Yes, that's what you do not know, but I'm going to shock you further in more revelation to come. They have killed and displayed hundreds of thousands of innocent civilians in Benue, Plateau, Jos, Niger, Borno, Kaduna, Ogun, Ebonyi, Imo State. In fact, every part of Nigeria is bleeding and is living in fear as a result of their constant attacks and killings. The shocking part of this is that the Nigerian president, Buhari, is the grand patron of Miyetti Yala, and the Sultan of Sokoto is the head of board of trustee. Now you see what the agenda is. Furthermore, Miyetti Yala Cattle Breeder Association of Nigeria, MACBA, is also funded by the Nigerian government and Fulani Caliphate. So they know what they're doing. I'll move on to fourth terrorist organization, which is Ansaru. Ansaru is an Islamic terrorist organization based in the northern Nigeria and is being proscribed by the UK. They emerged in 2012 and they are motivated by an anti-Western agenda and civilization. Ansaru is broadly aligned with Al-Qaeda. Yes, they are all linked up. All of these terrorist groups are all linked up with one common purpose. To do what? To set up an Islamic State caliphate in Nigeria. Since 2012, the group has kidnapped at least over 8 hostages, mainly Europeans. They have killed a number of hostages, including 2 British nationals. This group is growing and they are expanding on a daily basis, and nothing is being done by the Nigerian military to stop them. Rather, they are colluding with all these terrorist organizations. Listen to me. Most of these terrorist activities, if not all of them, are sponsored directly or indirectly by the Nigerian state. Mostly by the state government from northeast and northwest Nigeria. This is why Nigeria is a crime scene. This is why Nigeria is a criminal enterprise. Nigeria must be cordoned and arrested and sentenced to extinction. We must disintegrate this terrorist country. We must condone this crime scene before it consumes all the ethnic nationalities imprisoned in this dungeon. Number 2, on why Nigeria is a crime scene, a criminal enterprise, is corruption. In fact, it is what I call demonic corruption. Nigeria type of corruption is demonic, with no respect to humanity. Nigeria breeds corruption. Nigeria is a grand patron and a mother of all corruption and fraudulent schemes in the world. Corruption cut across every sector, every tiers of government, every political, economic, and social institutions, every corporate organization, and even most religion houses are part of it. In my subsequent broadcast, I will show you with evidence why religion sold to Africa is a scam. I will share that with you in my subsequent episode, but not tonight. Let's continue. Corruption is an institution and a monster that cannot be uprooted in Nigeria. Corruption has become a religion and a way of life in the Nigerian space. Let me refresh your mind. Some years ago, precisely in May 2016, the then British Prime Minister David Cameron said in a private chat with the Queen of England, Queen Elizabeth, that Nigeria is fantastically corrupt. Nigeria and Afghanistan, possibly two of the most corrupt countries in the world. Nigeria is a corrupt business venture for the British. The same Britain was and still the architect and founder of Nigerian corruption mysteries. Do not take my word for it. Go and check who rigged the first ever census conducted in Nigeria, an election leading to 1960 independence in favor of the Fulani North. It's the British. Why did they do that? Because their plan is to control their business venture called Nigeria through Fulani, who are not just indigenous to Nigeria, but alien to the Nigerian space. I will leave this for another day. The first and second national corruption surveys conducted by the United Nations Office on Drug and Crime in partnership with the National Bureau of Statistics of Nigeria in 2017 and 2019, both surveys ranked Nigeria police force the highest prevalence of corruption amongst other institutions. This is also supported in 2019 by the Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project called SIRAP, Anti-Corruption Survey in Nigeria, which also rates Nigeria police force as the most corrupt institution, followed by the judiciary. You can attest to this by the NSAS protest in 2020. Use it as another evidence to back my evidence up. We progress. Nepotism, favorism, and also quota system and greed in the appointment and promotion of public officers in Nigeria are breathing oxygen of corruption in this space called Nigeria. Let me shock you further. According to the Corruption Perceptions Index of 2020 by Transparency International, Nigeria is ranked 149 out of 183 countries in the world. Nigeria is also ranked 42 out of 55 countries in Africa. Nigeria is second most corrupt West African country on corruption index. In December 2020, the World Bank warned that in the next 3 years, an average Nigerian could see a reversal of decades of economic growth, and the country could enter its deepest recession since the 1980s. If this is petrifying and alarming as they are to me, you should rise up to save humanity in Nigeria before it's too late. You should, before it's too late. I'll take you on again. A survey by the National Bureau of Statistics shows that corruption and mismanagement of public resources are direct attribute to unemployment and underemployment of Nigerians. Don't forget that over 87 million Nigerians are living under extreme poverty. You see, this is why Nigeria is a crime scene, a criminal enterprise, and Nigeria must be disintegrated. To save lives, we must disintegrate this corrupt and monstrous entity called Nigeria before it completely consumes all the ethnic nationalities trapped in these contraptions. Number 3, on why Nigeria is a crime scene, is human rights abuses I will show you all the general legal framework for human rights that Nigeria is a signatory to, and also laws and legislations promulgated by Nigeria's state on human rights. Yet, Nigeria is one of the worst secular state abusers of human rights in the world. So you can understand the mess Nigeria is into. I begin the chapter 4 of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, which is a supreme law, set out the fundamental human rights of the citizens of Nigeria. That's one part of it. Secondly, the provisions of the constitutions are clearly against torture and killing, and also it promotes the right to life. I want you to be, chronologically keeping this record, because I'm going to drive into something that will shock you. The federal government also established the National Human Rights Commission, which is charged to deal with matters relating to the protection of human rights as guaranteed by the Constitution, the African Charter on Human and People's Rights, the United Nations Charter, and the Universal Declaration on Human Rights, and other international treaties on human rights to which Nigeria is a signatory to. Also, Nigeria ratified the International Convention on Civil and Political Rights in 1993, the Convention Against Torture in 2001, and the optional protocol to the Convention Against Torture in 2009. But they have not been integrated into the local laws, even though Nigeria has ratified them with these bodies. Nigeria is also a state party to the African Charter on Human and People's Rights. Despite these general legal frameworks on human rights, Nigeria is one of the worst human rights abusers of all time in the world. That is why Nigeria is a crime scene. That is why Nigeria is a criminal enterprise. But I'm not yet finished with you. Come with me. Let's have a look on the Amnesty International Report 2020 and 2021 on page 268, where they documented cases of human rights violations in Nigeria. This you will not see in the media houses in Nigeria. You will not. That's why we are bringing them to you here. Because of time, I will only summarize the headings, and you can read up the report later on. I will also help to put the link in my Facebook, in my Twitter, and also in my channel in YouTube, so you can easily have access to them. The first part of it is abuses by armed groups. They talk about the Boko Haram killings. The second one is unlawful attacks done by Fulani terror herdsmen and bandits sponsored by Nigerian government. The third, internally displaced people by Fulani terror herdsmen, attacks on communities. Fourth, excessive use of force by the security forces in Nigeria. Fifth, arbitrarily arrest and detentions of innocent people by the Nigerian military and police. Sixth, torture and other ill treatment by the Nigerian police. 7, enforced disappearance by the security agencies, police, military, and DSS. 8, impunity, where the government failed to investigate allegations of human rights violations promptly, thoroughly, and effectively. 9, freedom of expression, where Nigerian government uses repressive laws to harass, intimidate, arrest, detain human rights advocates, agitators, critics, and media workers who stand up against them. The more you try to defend, or the more you try to find reason to support one Nigeria, the more one Nigeria becomes indefensible. In August 2020, the federal government amended Nigerian Broadcasting Code, increasing the fine for hate speech from 500,000 to 5 million. That is from $1,300 to $13,000. Why did they do that? The reason is not far-fetched. is to stifle freedom of speech of the media houses and government critics in order to control them and also for them to peddle false narratives. You see, this is why Nigeria is a crime scene, a criminal enterprise. Nigeria must be cordoned and arrested. Nigeria must be sentenced to extinction. We must disintegrate this bloodthirsty human rights abuser before she completely consumes all the ethnic nationalities trapped in this animal kingdom. Number 4, on why Nigeria is a crime scene, a criminal enterprise, is extrajudicial killings and torture by the Nigerian state. Yes, you heard me right. I will shock you by the time I finish number 4 on my list. A United Nations Special Rapporteur for Extrajudicial Summary or Arbitrary Executions to Nigeria, called Agnes Kalama, visited Nigeria in September 2029. And she said, and I quote in her words, "The overall situation that I encountered in Nigeria gives rise to extreme concern. By many measures, the federal authorities and international partners are presiding over an injustice pressure cooker. Some of the specific contexts I examined are simmering. The warning signs are flashing bright red. Increased numbers of attacks and killings over the last 5 years with few notable exceptions. Increased criminality and spreading insecurity. Widespread failure by the federal authority to investigate and hold perpetrators to account, even for mass killings. A lack of public trust, confidence in the judicial institution and state institutions more generally, high levels of resentment and grievances within and between communities, toxic ethno-religious narratives and extremist ideologies characterized by dehumanization of the others and denial of the legitimacy of the order's claims. A generalized breakdown of the rule of law with particularly acute consequences for the most vulnerable and impoverished populations of Nigeria." Her report findings are evidence of events in the current Nigerian state. Her report is horrifying and alarming. No Nigerian media has the courage to report such because they are all scared that the Buhari Fulani's terrorist regime will come after them. That is cowardice. Listen to me. Agnes said it is difficult to state exactly the number of extrajudicial killings in Nigeria, but with increased police and military operations across different regions in Nigeria, the situation is not getting better. Let me tell you, Agnes described extrajudicial killings in Nigeria as injustice pressure cooker simmering. We know the numbers of extrajudicial killings in Nigeria. The number is staggering to conceive. It runs in thousands. Extrajudicial execution, other unlawful killings and enforced disappearance in Nigeria happens on a daily basis. This is frequent in eastern Nigeria, which is presently the Biafran region. This year alone, Nigeria state has extrajudicially killed thousands of her citizens. More than half were from southern Nigeria, partly where Biafran land is. Nigeria state has tortured hundreds of thousands, with some leading to death. Let me shock you with some methods of torture Nigerian police and military use on the civilians victims to forcefully obtain confessional statement from them. They use prolonged detention in police custody without minding their human rights. They use gunshot wounds, severe beatings with police baton and other dangerous objects, burning with hot objects, squeezing of testicles and inserting objects into the penis, insection of nails on feet, electric shock, suspension on the tree in different positions, cutting grasses with cutlass and other forms of human torture. This is inhuman to human beings. This is unacceptable in 21st century. But I will continue. According to Amnesty International UK, in her press release on 5th August 2021, at least 115 have been killed by security forces within 4 months in the southeast. Of course, we know it's more than that, but let's just use their report for now. Nigerian security forces have committed a catalogue of human rights violations and crimes against international law. Now, Amnesty International has woken up to report the bloodbath, carnages and killings that are ongoing in Biafra land. Remember, me and you know that the numbers they reported are far lower than the actual figures because we have the record. But let's take their record for now. Let me use this opportunity to correct Amnesty International UK for trolling on the narrative in Nigerian media that ESN is an armed wing of IPOB. ESN is not an armed wing of IPOB. ESN is a child of necessity, a security vigilante like Amotekun in the southwest. ESN's mission is to protect Biafran communities against invader Fulani terror herdsmen who have come to kill, maim, rape, and destroy our farmlands. And we're not going to let that happen. That is the job of ESN. They are not a military arms wing of IPOB. Get that into your score. Unless Nigeria is disintegrated, extrajudicial killings will continue and Nigeria will continue to be a bloodbath. This is why Nigeria is a crime scene. Nigeria is a criminal enterprise. Nigeria must be cordoned. Nigeria must be arrested and put to extinction. We must disintegrate and balkanize this killer monstrous entity before it completely consumes everyone. Number 5, on why Nigeria is a crime scene, a criminal enterprise, is the abduction and kidnapping. Kidnapping and abduction in Nigeria have become a ruthless and lucrative business undertaken by the Fulani terrorists and bandits. According to SBM intelligence report published by Vanguard in July 2021, 2,371 people, which means an average of 13 persons per day, were abducted in Nigeria in the first half of 2021. That is the first 6 months. According to the report, as of June 30th, 10 billion naira, which is equivalent to $19.96 million, was demanded as ransom for the kidnapped victims. Proceed with me. 121 students kidnapped in Bethel Baptist Secondary School, Kaduna State on July 5th, 2021. What about the 500 students kidnapped in Northwest region? Borno State has had nearly 75% of its children out of school. Mass kidnapping of Nigerian children, which lead to forced closures of over 600 schools as of 2021. Kidnapping of Biafrans by DSS, tagging them IPOB and ESM members. Extradition and abduction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a British citizen from Kenya. Kidnapping has become the new oil money making in Nigeria. It has become a new multi-billion naira industry plying by Fulani herdsmen and bandits. These abductions are perpetrated, I mix no words, these abductions are perpetrated by Fulani terrorists and bandits. And the Department of State Security Services, DSS, under police command. The Fulani agenda is simple: terrorize them, kidnap them, request for ransom, use ransom, paid to procure more weapons, and prepare for your upcoming Fulani jihadist war against the indigenous nationalities in Nigeria. Yes, you heard me right. This is their game plan, but we know all of them. The shocking part is that Nigeria's security services are colluding with Fulani terrorists to perpetrate these evil crimes. Unless Nigeria is disintegrated, this heinous crime would continue. This is why Nigeria is a crime scene, a criminal enterprise. Nigeria must be cordoned, arrested, and allowed to go into extinct to save humanity. To conclude this broadcast tonight, in Nigeria, criminalities, terrorism are sponsored by those who are supposed to fight and prevent them. Yes, you hear me right. That's why Nigeria is a crime scene. I say it again. Nigeria is a crime scene, a criminal enterprise. Nigeria must be disintegrated to save humanity, to save my people in Biafra land, to save Middle Beltons, to save Yoruba nation now, to save all ethnic nationalities in Nigeria. Share this message and let it go viral. Thank you for listening to me tonight. From me, it is good evening.